Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting anyone. Well, come on, join me. If you dare. It was a dark and humid night, wandering through the woods. Moisture hung in the air between the trees as what little light the moon offered guided their path. Or something like that will be how they start the story many years from now when they're telling this. You're very early. The story hasn't even begun yet. Don't go anywhere. Like we can start now. But just understand that normally when you sit down for a tale of swords and sorcery or war and gunsmoke, the characters are established. They're strong, proud heroes off to save the day. Our protagonists are not that. We are here with miners and tailors and factory workers who are just trying to make it through the day. In the continent of Dowermond, on the far west coast, is a nation called Godfell. Godfell is made up by the borders of the Lethamal Mountains. Beautiful, dense foliage. These mountains that are older than recorded history. They've been here, and little by little, people have made their way up into the beautiful but chaotic landscape. Covering the mountains is the Duende Forest, the dense foliage, beautiful, thick, green, lush, but full of all manner of things that are frightening to those who don't grow up there. And sequestered smack in the middle of the forest is the town of Sunburst Falls, a mining town that was started when the industrial company Pullman Wrought found an anthracite in those hills and started mining for it, which caused a town to be needed to support the mine. Unfortunately, an anthracite is a powerful and deadly mineral that takes as many lives as it improves. And so it's not an easy life living in Sunburst Falls. Our heroes have gotten that far, but things are about to take a pretty significant shift. And they're going to have to think fast and act even faster if they're going to survive these, the worst of times. We open at night in a small family house. Archer, if you would like to describe your home.
So living off of the means that just from my own and occasionally my wife's own income, it's modest and just enough for our family to live. Like a 2-bedroom, 1 bedroom for me and my wife, another for our 2 kids. They have to share one. We're not, rich to have a room for our own, for each child. That's just absurd.
Which is where we currently find you. Cliff is in the kitchen, preparing a pie for the Germaning tomorrow, and you and Kaya are in the bedroom where she's asking you to read her a story.
So while I do value like reading and books, and that's one of the few luxuries I spend money on at the local store, the story I tell her isn't one that is in a book, but one that has been kind of like almost taught down to me from my own mom. So I am just sitting there by her bed, and I'd say, well, the brave little bunny in his hobble little home sits there at the fire reading his little book, and there comes a knock at the door, and he little mustache whiskers bristle at the sound of knocking.
Archer! Archer! It's important. It's Dad!
I take a moment to compose myself, look down at Kaya, and I go, I will finish when I get back. And
you see her like little 8-year-old eyes are going. Is that Lilith? Is that Aunt Lilith?
Yes, it is. And we're gonna go just see Grandpa and Grandma just real quick. Don't worry.
Can I come?
No, you have to go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed.
You have to go to bed.
I don't want to.
You have to.
I don't want to.
You have to.
Dad.
You're gonna have to go to bed.
Dad.
No.
Give me a persuasion check.
First roll.
First roll of the game.
Persuasion against an 8-year-old.
Yeah. I feel like this is disadvantaged.
Oh.
Hey, that's an 8.
It's an 8?
It's an 8.
Okay. She's okay.
I'm too focused on other things and know this it's not gonna go the way I want it, so I'm just gonna be like, I'll be back and I'll finish that story. So once you go to bed now. I'm gonna walk up, close the door, blow out a little candle, so it's dark.
Okay.
Do I see any of my other family members? My wife, or do I see my son?
As you walk out, Cliff is still in the kitchen, and you see Sloane, your wife, has exited and has opened the door to where Lilith, your sister, is sitting.
Okay.
And she sees you coming, and she's like, "It's Dad.
What's wrong?
It's gotten worse. I think I don't know how to handle it, and I need your help.
Okay.
Like now.
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay, we got to go.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
I
Sloane.
heard you the first time. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Gonna just give my wife a kiss on the forehead. Gonna look over to Cliff and just be like, everything's gonna be fine. Just make sure your sister doesn't do anything. She's asleep.
You see his like eyes go to the oven, go back to the bedroom. Like, okay.
And keep an eye on the pie. It's not going anywhere. It's gonna be in there.
Right. What if it burns?
Check on it every couple minutes or so.
I'm just okay.
Right.
This is important. It's so important. It's so important. I don't want to fuck it up.
You're not.
I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm so sorry.
You're not gonna mess it up.
We gotta go, Archer. We gotta go.
And then I'll just turn and walk.
Okay. You and Lilith get out, booking it by foot because your dad's house isn't that far, under the completely pitch black sky of this world, because there are no stars in this world. You continue on, and luckily Pondell, the moon, has decided to be 3/4 full today, so you have enough light that you can get down there. And walking through the woods, it's a short walk. It's a rushed walk. Lilith is panicking. And as you reach the door, you can hear screaming from inside.
Okay. Just head on in.
As you walk in, a vase crashes against the wall as you're walking in, barely missing you by a few inches. And you see your mother, who is a sweet, elderly woman, has walked out in a sheer panic, and sees you. It's like, it's fine. Your dad's just not doing well today.
Are you okay? Are you alright?
I'm always okay. Always fine. Just
alright,
fine.
Mom. Just why don't you go take a seat? And just keep an eye on Mom.
Okay. Yeah. You. Okay. Yeah. I'm sit in the. I'll make some tea.
Lilith will make some tea. Why don't you just take a sit?
Okay. And Lilith takes your mom and walks out, and you can hear your father growling and screaming from his bedroom. There are no lights on in that room, you see now, because the door is open and you can see down the hallway. Do you want to do anything before you go in?
I just take 1 second for myself, take a deep breath, and just walk in.
In the room, which is wrecked, it looks like a lot of furniture has been thrown or shoved away, which your mother's not strong enough, so you know it was him. But your father looks like he has been restrained to the bed. Probably you can infer from throwing things and lashing out. He's got an arm free from one of the restraints. Can you do me a favor and describe the father that you grew up with?
So we're Earth Genasi, and I've always saw my dad as this, mountain of a man, large, broad shoulders. Never really physically took care of himself because his job, being a miner, was taking care of all his kind of almost like working out, and that built up these calloused hands and just burly, like immovable body, not only in physically but just his personalities. He would never budge on anything, and very intimidating, but also at the same time like comforting, knowing that like there's this one solid just foundation that doesn't change.
The man you see on the bed is a husk of that figure. You can see he has wasted away. He is covered in scratches and marks from where he has torn at his own skin. His rocky, craggy flesh has been like broken and pockmarked as it has dried out the way stone does as it ages. You can see like where one of his cheekbones is actually caved in and his eye is starting to fall back into his skull. And as you walk in, what? She couldn't handle it herself, so she sent you.
Hi, Dad.
I'm not your fucking father. You're no fucking son of mine. Fuck that, no. And you watch as dust erupts from his mouth as he like coughs out breath.
You taking your medicine?
What is medicine for this? There's no fucking medicine for this. What do you want? What are you doing here?
You're causing trouble and you're making problems for Mom.
She brought it on herself. There's nothing I can do about that. And you watch as like his eye starts to like fall back into his skull.
Try not to focus on that. I just focus on like the other side of his face.
Again, chalk dust just erupting from him as he's drying out inside.
You know she loves you, right? You need to stop causing problems for her.
There's no problems. Everything's fine.
Just look around the room.
Give me a persuasion check.
That's a dirty 20.
Do you get closer?
I could take like a footstep closer.
As you refuse to back off, despite his demeanor and verbal assault, you see him start to and that eye starts to clear for a second. He says, Archer, the words, it doesn't all make a lot of sense. Sorry. How's your mom?
Scared as hell.
Yeah, I bet. Can I have some water?
Yeah, I'm assuming there's gonna be a glass already nearby.
You look around for that, and you find the pitcher shattered on the floor.
Yeah, I'll get you one. What was the last thing you remember?
Your mom tried to feed me some soup. I don't want any fucking soup.
Well, you're gonna have to eat something. You need something in your system.
Fine. Bring me some, I don't fucking know, meat. Bring me some meat.
I'm bringing some soup.
Meat. I said fucking meat! And you see he starts pulling against the restraints again.
I'll bring you some food.
Fuck! Fine. Go!
Just turn and walk away.
Okay, you walk out and you see your sister is struggling to hold pour tea into a little teacup for you as you enter the kitchen. It's gotten so much worse in the past couple of days.
Are you okay? Were you here when it happened?
No, he hasn't done anything. I'm fine. Yeah, sorry. I'm okay. I'm not okay. But the poisoning is eating away at him, and he's starting to. I don't even know. It's like that's not him in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna get him some. I'm just gonna get some water for right now, but it doesn't seem like a good idea to leave Mom here by herself at all. Have you talked to Craig or Volko? Yeah,
Volko's coming in a few hours when he gets off shift.
Okay.
Have you talked to Dr. Cad?
As early as I can. But there's no treatments we could get in town.
About outside of town?
That's gonna cost money.
Is this better?
No, money we don't have. It's gonna take some working to figure out.
Talk to Rot. You've been there long enough. You deserve a promotion or a pay raise.
It's not just. It's a larger amount than just a single pay raise to work. What he needs is something right now. We can't afford something like that right now. I have to figure something out another way.
Fine. Okay. Here, and she hands you the cup of tea, and as she does, it's rattling in her hand.
I take it, and place another hand on her hand, and just kind of ease her, and I'll take the tea for myself.
Okay. Do you stay there that night, or do you go back home?
I stay there until Volko shows up.
Okay. It's a few more hours. It's rough. Your father's deteriorating.
Yeah.
Mentally as much as he is physically. And it has gotten worse. Like, for a man his age, it shouldn't be this bad. But you spend your whole life in the mines. So, by the time midnight comes and your brother Volko shows up, he takes over watch. You go home?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll move on. This is a mining town. And the mine runs 24/7. So when everyone else is going to bed, a third of the town is getting up to work the mines. Tobi, would you like to describe your character?
Yes, I am dressed up to work in the mines. I have my tan cargo pants and my tan shirt. I got my black gloves in my back pocket with my black combat boots. And I'm a tiefling, so I have horns going back around my head and curling right next to my ears, and I have a little mohawk, a little curly mohawk going in between my horns, and I have little purple tiger stripes going from my neck to my arms.
As you filter into the mine with the rest of the third shift, all of the folks getting off work close to midnight are heading the opposite direction. You hear other folks singing along their like the work songs as they go. Stone, it went to the factory, but the devil came back with me. As they walk further and further into the tunnels. Two young men that you are very familiar with. Mikey, a young young human man. You're all in your early 20s. With a large red birthmark across the side of his face. And Celestar, who is a half-elven young man with a black lightning bolt scar going down his face, down his lower lip and chin. They both see you and sidle right up to you. Mikey looks you dead in the eye and goes, "So you go to the Germaning tomorrow?"
Oh my god, dude. I told you I really don't want to go.
I just say, like, I know that people have been working hard on their stuff, and that might be good. I know that your dad loves a party, so, and the mine's closed for the day, so.
Yeah, I was just thinking about exploring the woods. I don't really feel like going and being looked at again.
Celestar speaks up exactly at that moment. He's like, "Right, hate it. Hate the Germaning. We're not going. I'm not going. You shouldn't either." And Mikey's like, no. It's a good time. I mean, it's time for, community and stuff. Right?
You're talking to me about community? Really? Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm not going. Me and Celestar are gonna hang out in the woods.
Excellent. I've got some cool plans and some stuff that and she looks at Mikey and he looks back and he goes, we should talk later.
Okay.
There's some stuff that I think you would find very interesting as you all head down, and before he can Mikey can be like, "Wait, that's not fair." You hear the mining foreman calls out to the three of you. "Tobi, Mikey, the other one."
He never remembers your name, dude.
I don't care. I'm not going to be here that much longer. And I need, he's like, the foreman's, I need you guys to go down to Mineshaft 3.
God.
We haven't seen anything in a minute, so I need you guys to go dig down there and see if you can find something else.
Oh, all right, dude.
Like, the veins dry down here. See if you can find any sign of anything.
Sure. I mean, we just checked the other day, but yeah, we can do it again. Don't worry.
Then give me a persuasion check.
Give me 2 seconds, please.
We're all trying to be persuasive people.
You are. There's a lot of persuading going along.
I'm persuading my dad, but not my kid.
Isn't that how it works?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Oh, 5.
5?
Yeah.
Then check it again, Tobi.
Then check it again, Tobi.
You can go home and not get paid for the day.
Fine. I'm sorry.
Great.
We're gonna go.
Great. Your mom never gave me this shit.
Well, a lot of people liked my mom more than me, so boom. All right, just kidding. We're gonna
As
go.
he thinks about that, you guys take off down the line. Down mine shaft 3. You guys continue down, and it's clear. In the rooms, it's room and pillar mining. There's these small rooms that have been caverned out as people leave enough pillars to prevent a cave-in, provided no one digs too hard, too far. And as you guys continue down, this one has been excavated thoroughly. You guys see where the caves have been as cleaned out as possible. It's just dusty rock, where normally you would see that shiny black vein of an anthracite running through that you would target. It's all been cleared. It's just matte brown all the way down. So you guys are continuing on, and the mine's deep. You guys have been here for 60 years, and it's going. So it takes a while for you guys to start reaching the end of it. Last time, how far did you guys go?
We went about, I'm gonna say 100. No, 300 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think once you start getting, because you've been to the end, has Tobi been to the end of this mine shaft?
Yeah, she has.
Okay. Then I think you're the one who notices what's weird.
Okay. So I'm just walking around. I kick a little pebble of mine.
Rock?
Yeah. And it hits the wall, and I notice something
Yes,
off.
it goes.
Wait. Did that sound further than it usually does?
Oh shit! Mikey points out exactly where you noticed it, and you have better vision than Mikey does in the caves. So you're probably the one who sees the hole in the ground.
Oh my fucking god. There is a hole in the ground. Guys. We're already here. Let's just.
Absolutely, you first. You saw it.
Oh my god, you literally always make me go first, though.
But you like to explore. I want to go in the woods. I want to go in the mines. I've got hand-drawn maps of the whole shaft. Did you draw that on the?
Oh my god,
that on your maps?
No, it's not on my map.
Well, then it's perfect for you. You first.
I don't even have anything to say to that. You're so right. Damn. Fine. It's because I'm braver than you. All right. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna have a good time going first, and I can see farther.
Do you want Celestar to go first?
No, I don't care.
She's like, I can do it on my own.
Yeah.
Then roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's a 15.
It's 15. Boom.
15.
Oh wait.
Plus
2. 17.
As you head off to to investigate this hole in the ground, you know that Mikey and Celestar think you are the baddest ass. So you walk up, and what you can see from the distance is it's it's a small hole. It's a square one though, so it's not natural. But it's sunken in. Normally, if there was a freshly dug mine shaft, it would be clear, but this looks like the sand around it has eroded, or the dirt around it has eroded a little bit. And as you are continuing to walk up forward, you can see it's about the size of a single person, give or take, enough up and down to climb up and down. And as you take 2 steps forward, I need an acrobatics or a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on. Dexterity. Okay. Is it not this one?
I'm gonna tell you right now, you want to make a 20 to not fall.
Oh, so sick.
It's a D20.
D20. Okay. I fell.
A 10 will save you from taking a lot of damage on your way
I got a
down.
10. I swear. I swear. It's a 9 plus 1.
9 plus 1?
Yeah.
That's what you needed.
There you go.
And the floor gives way as what was a tunnel caves in on itself. And the floor underneath you gives out. Mikey and Celestar run to grab you. Are you going to try to like grab them?
I know.
Okay. Woo. You just fall as the earth falls in on this hole, and you get sucked into this sinkhole, dropping down. You hear them shouting as you fall down, earth around, like trying to avoid hitting any type of like timber or wood or rocky spikes on the way down this fucking tunnel. And you can hear in the distance, Tobi! Tobi!
I'm just screaming all the way down. I'm like, fuck! Like, yeah.
It is a long tunnel. It's a long way down, but with nothing underneath you, you make it in a very short amount of time. If there were solid ground at the bottom of this, you'd be fucked.
I'm in water.
Into some type of water. It is pitch black down here. There was no lantern with you. Give me a perception check to see what you can see as dirt and rocks tumble in to the water around you. 8. Have you Nala, ever been underground? Like in a cave?
No.
There's a thing about being underground with no light source where it is a swallowing, smothering darkness.
Okay.
The great thing about dark vision is that when it's dark, you can pick up on what little light there is around you. And your eyes are made to amplify that so that you can see. When there's no light at all, just oppressive blackness around you, it doesn't matter. Fumbling around, you can't see, so you're fumbling in the water, looking for whatever's around you, rocks and things tumbling down, sliding. The cave-in was very quick, so there's not things falling on your head, but there's still like sand and gravel and silt on the surface of the water as you like splash around. What do you do?
I am like trying to tread the water. I can, because there's still water under me, like it's deep or.
Yeah, you're treading water.
Okay.
There's not a bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like treading water and I'm like trying to catch my breath, and then I'm screaming at Celestar and Mikey and be like, God, like how far am I? Like I'm freaking out because I can't see anything, and that's not normal for me. I'm like, guys, please, like I don't know where I am.
I don't think you've ever been so deep in the caves without a light source that you couldn't see.
Yeah, I'm just freaking out. I'm trying to like touch the walls. I can't really feel anything, or can I can't feel anything.
Can you swim?
Yes.
Then it takes a minute, but you touch rock wall.
Okay. Then I'm like, it's like really rocky down here, and I don't know if I can actually climb it. I'm so soaking wet, please. I'm just freaking out.
Your hands move along the walls and like reaching for, if you're close enough to the surface, maybe roots or maybe like an outcropping that you could pull yourself out of the water on. And as you're like moving, your hand hit something that goes clink.
Okay, then I like investigate that with my hand.
How familiar is Tobi with armor?
With armor? Not familiar.
Then I would say the thing that you grab feels like a metal hand sticking out of the wall.
Okay, I freak out because I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God.
Back into the water.
I'm like, I like come back to treading the water, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I like yell out to them. I'm like, okay, there's something down here. Are they talking back to me?
You call out.
Mm-hmm.
You hear your own voice in the cave echoing. There's something down here. Something down here. Something down here. God, Faedan.
Oh no.
At this hour, it's about 2 a.m. How are things going?
What kind of question is that, then? What kind of question? We've got a Tobi in the water, and you want to ask Faedan? How's it going? Just
Well,
cash.
it's around 2 a.m. Jason knows where Faedan's at.
Yeah. It's nearing the end of the day. It's pretty much the end of the day. There's a few stragglers at the bar that won't leave because they never really want to at the end of the day. But I'm closing up. Everything's basically closed up except for the fact that I just have to, time to go, sort of get these guys out of the bar. That's where I'm at. I'm tired. I'm ready to be done.
As you are shuffling Jeremiah out of the bar, and he's like, "No, Faedan, just one more.
It's too late.
I don't feel like I'm good to walk home, but maybe if I had one more, I could get there safer because my legs would work better."
How about one more shot?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And as you hear shots,
No. Okay.
and like a familiar face pops in the door. You know him because he's a regular here. Extremely dark skin. This like blonde chin beard and like blonde hair pops in. This is Dakota Rigby. And he works in the factory as one of P&W's on-site wizards. And he knows you very well, and he is Dakota. So he pops in, he's like, "I heard you're doing one more shot, and I would love one."
One more shot. Everyone at the bar, one more shot, and you are out the door.
Incredible, Faedan. I just got off work, and I could use at least one shot.
All right.
Love it.
I line up. How many shots now? Dakota. How many shots is it?
At least 6.
At least 6? Okay.
Well, how many
Wasn't
are you
sure
taking?
voices. I'm taking 1.
At least 6.
Okay. For now. Maybe after everyone else leaves, I'll have another one just because this is some shenanigans, all right?
Your customers never pull this shit.
Right. 6 shots lined up at the bar. I grab mine. Point out everyone else that gets one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then they've all got their shots in hand. They're all excited. Right.
Right.
Are you toasting?
To the end of a long, long day.
Such a fucking long day. And Dakota toasts you, and everyone else kind of like, and they all throw it back.
All right. Time to go.
Jeremiah looks at you and goes, "What if we just had
No.
one more?
No.
One more."
Jeremiah, listen. Tomorrow. I will be open tomorrow. You know this.
I know, but I have to go home, and my wife's there.
What happened to that bottle that I gave you a couple weeks ago? Did you say?
Oh shit! And he's like walks out the door, just heads out, and Dakota like sees him go, and is like, "It was smoothly done, very well." As everyone else kind of files out, and Dakota's like kind of like hanging back. Faedan,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Doing all right.
Right? Because Duro told me that you've not been around lately, and I was wondering if you're feeling okay.
I'm feeling about as good as usual.
Right. So maybe you don't have another shot and you go to bed.
Maybe.
Just a friendly suggestion as someone who cares.
All right. I think I need one. Just one more before bed, and I.
Right. One more.
One more.
One more. How many have you had tonight?
Numerous. A shot of water, then.
I like that plan.
All right.
It's a good plan. Tomorrow you is gonna thank you for that plan.
Will you have one with me?
A shot of water?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. 2 shots of water.
2 shots of water.
I hate this stuff.
I've got this one. Oh, fair enough. He like drops down like 4 coppers, which is way more than you charge for a shot. And he's like, the water's on me.
Thanks.
You got it.
How was your day?
Long.
Yeah?
Long. Did you know that if 3 people don't show up to work, I have to do all of it?
I did not know that.
It's great. I'm so tired.
3? You had 3 at once?
We had 3 different wizards who just didn't show, and if someone's got to make the charges, and if they're not there, then yeah, it's my job.
How draining is it as a wizard to have to do, triple the spells and all that?
It's fucking exhausting,
Yeah.
mate. I am so tired. I'm so tired that I almost went straight home, but I was so concerned about seeing your lovely face that I stopped by to make sure you were not dead, which is good because Darrow worries about you.
He knows he can come and talk to me. He knows that these aren't issues. I mean, we have a history,
I know.
He knows.
I know. You can't rely on one person to check on you.
Yeah,
It takes a village to raise a bartender.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna head home.
Hmm?
So, I suggest you call it a night.
Yeah. I'll lock up.
Right. I'll see you out.
All right.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
It's not my bar.
Well,
And he walks out. As he said, he like stops and turns and goes, "You hear that?"
maybe. I think I hear something, but I've been hearing a buzz all night, so.
No, it's Struth. He books it. Give me a perception check.
10, 11.
Alarm bells. Cave in the mines. What does Faedan do?
I chase after him.
You're
I
gonna go
chase
to the mines?
after Dakota. Yeah, heck
Okay,
yeah.
you and Dakota are booking it down. It's a 20-minute walk from town to the mines. You guys make it in 15.
Oh.
Just booking it as fast as you can. Dakota does not stop. For a man who spent his entire day expending all of his energy into magic spells, he is really fucking running. And you know what that military training does to a man. As he books it, and you are a good 10 feet behind him, getting up to the mines, you see people running into the opening of number 5. And as it's going, do you go into the mine?
I hesitate a little. The last time I was in there, I said it was the last time I was in there.
How long has it been?
6 years at least.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go in.
All right. You follow Dakota into the mines, and you see people like directing. People are coming back, like running with ladders and ropes, and people coming back with shovels and buckets full of rubble as they're coming in. And you see 2 shell-shocked young men who you recognize because they are patrons at your bar, Mikey and Celestar, just covered in dust. And like sitting down as people are like tending to them. They don't look injured. They do look shocked.
What did you guys see? Did you see anything?
Who you're asking the boys?
The boys, yeah.
Mikey looks up at you as Tobi ran. Tobi was checking out a hole in one of the floors, and the ground just sunk underneath her, and then the walls came down around her, and the whole thing just collapsed. The whole fucking shaft just collapsed. Like we don't know. Like she fell in. It didn't fall on her, but then it fell on the hole, and we couldn't get to the hole anymore. And Dakota's already running down the line.
Okay. Did you hear anything? Were there screams? Was there any other noises that you heard?
No.
Okay. Telestar?
Celestar's like, I didn't hear anything
Nothing?
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna follow after Dakota.
Okay, Dakota's like booking, and you see as Dakota shows up, everyone clears a path. And you follow him. The foreman sees him coming as he approaches, and like before the foreman can open his mouth, Dakota's like, "Show me where it was," and takes him directly down deep into tunnel 3.
Okay.
You're right behind?
Right behind.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you doing anything, grabbing anything, or just following the lead?
I'm just following the lead right now.
Okay. As he's going, getting down there, you see, not too far down, just a wall of rock and stone.
Okay.
Great. And he turns and goes, "You are still here." Wicked. You got a shovel?
Not on me.
Yeah,
but-
that was sarcasm. I'm very scared.
Okay.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure. Maybe.
I
maybe.
need water.
Water.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some water here in a second.
Where is there like a
You remember, like, they've got water
like barrels of
stations.
water somewhere? Probably. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna need water here very soon.
Okay.
Because I have no energy left for magic.
Okay.
Thanks. Do you go get...
I go get water.
Okay, you know where they are. They're
Yeah.
like marked stations
Sure.
where people can like get water because it's fucking awful down here in the mines. You run to go get some. It takes you like 2 seconds to come back with like a long cup full of water. As you get back, it's just like a tin cup. As you come back, you watch and you see blood is pouring out of Dakota's ears. As his hands are, and you watch as the rock starts to melt as he touches it. Water.
Yes, here, right here.
Thank
Okay,
you.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And he like takes a sip and pushes his hand further into the rock. Gotta go slow, don't want another. And he just pushes his hand into the rock. And as he like moves, it shifts around him and shapes up into an archway. Not a fancy one, just cutting into the stone, but in such a way that it's likely to hold its own weight. And as he goes, as he just walks slowly in, and pausing every moment to go, and you watch as he starts to like drink, you see a little bit of blood from his mouth pours back into the cup. He pushes further. Are you staying with him, or are you staying out?
I'm right behind him.
Okay.
Absolutely.
As he pushes in, he walks about 8-10 feet. It's slow going, and you can see as finally he gets along, and you see there is what looks like the remnants of some type of wood sticking out of the ground. He doesn't seem to notice it because he's just pushing forward.
Wait, hold. Do you
What?
see the wood
What?
in front of you? The
shite.
piece of looks like a beam.
Right. Downs the last of the water. Hands you the cup.
Okay.
Doesn't really know what else to do with it. And pushes his hand to the floor, and you watch as he's very carefully excavating earth as the rock and stone melts from around him, revealing as it starts to like dig in, but he's trying to make sure there's enough that it's like you and he are still in solid ground, because this has already caved in once. So just be very careful. And you see as the loose rubble around you starts to knit itself together. You were literally watching like gravel liquefy and re-solidify into solid rock. And as he pushes down into it, the beam starts to clear, and what you thought was just like a beam or a broken lumber turns out you see rungs of a ladder. Old, it looks decrepit, but it's there. And he managed to clear enough space that the rock starts to peel away, and suddenly he has to like step back because the rock starts to slide in again as gravel starts to pour into a hole that he has opened up. He like backs up for a second. He's like, "All right, so we know she's down there." And he coughs, and blood starts pouring out of his mouth. He goes, I'll just sit down. And he goes and sits down on the floor. And you watch his eyes, he just passes out and hits the floor. The foreman's like, shit. We need a doctor. Fuck. Who do we call a doctor for a wizard? Okay. Wait, or don't. No. We need someone to go down and get Tobi.
I'll do my best.
Do you have a rope?
No.
Here, he pulls out a rope and like hands it to you. Tie it around yourself.
Okay.
And it's a long enough rope that he's like wrapping it around his own arm. He's like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna call help. They're gonna come. They'll bring more rope. Be careful. Okay. And you head down.
I start lowering myself down as best as I can. I don't remember the last time I had to wear a rope around my waist to get somebody saved, but all right.
Give me an acrobatics check. Or you can, if you have a dexterity check that you would prefer to use, you can use it.
I don't think I do.
All right.
I guess it's 12.
Is it cocked?
No, it was flat.
Okay.
But yeah.
So 12 flat?
12 flat.
Okay. So you are making it safely, but you're making it slowly.
Okay.
As you drop down, and you, thankfully, you are really good at seeing in the dark.
Right.
Inherently. And so as you, one rung after the next, nope, that's not a rung. Okay. Move your foot a little lower. There you go. Solid wood. Okay. And you keep going down into the darkness. Tobi.
At this point, I'm just freaking out. This is like my worst nightmare. No one can hear me. I can't see shit. I'm burning all of my energy just trying to stay alive and panicking. Mm-hmm. So I
You've
try
been
to
treading water this whole time. There's no bottom that you can find.
So now I'm just real tired, and I'm trying to. At this point, I'm trying now to feel around the walls again, and to see if I can find that metal hand again.
Reaching along the rock, piling, just trying to climb off of slick, wet stone. Mm-hmm. It takes a moment, lost, disoriented in the darkness, but you have enough time, and you've been here long enough that you grab, the metal. You feel cold, slick metal in your hand, slimy from some type of mineral, just slick with it.
Okay, I am okay. And I keep trying to tread water with my left hand and touching around that hand to see if there's more metal around it.
Yeah, you reach. Give me an investigation check.
Five.
Plus anything?
-2. I mean, it's 7 - 2.
Right.
She's trying her best here.
She is. And so as you're going around, you're looking for more metal. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to find because the rock is so rough and it's slick, so it's hard to get much of a grip past what you are able to see. Mm-hmm. This metal hand, as you're feeling the crevices around it, trying to find where it meets the stone, you can see as you grip it and you're feeling around that it's completely encased, like ice, like a hand sticking out of ice where the water just solidified around it, except it's solid rock. And you at one point you use it as leverage to pull yourself up and reach around the stone, your free hand sliding around trying to grab something that you can get a foothold or a handhold, and you find a place that you can stick your fingers in and grip, and as you do, your fingers hold and you pull yourself up and your thumb brushes the teeth.
I I let go and I scream and I fall back into the water and I like inhale so much water.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, D20.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a D20.
Oh no.
Can't blame that roll on dice.
So it's 7. I rolled a 7.
Constitution.
-1. So 6.
So 6.
Mm-hmm.
You are enveloped in freezing cold water. Just utter blackness enveloping you as you are swallowed up. Faedan, you hear a scream and a splash
Okay.
beneath you. You've been climbing down for a few minutes.
How close am I to the scream and splash as far as I
It
can?
didn't sound far,
Okay.
but it sounded bad.
I would like to speed up.
Go ahead. give me a dexterity save.
Okay.
Or sorry, not a save. Give me an acrobatics check. You can use the same roll.
Okay. 6.
Guys.
These truly are the worst of times. Sliding down, like you just start going down, rung after rung, sliding, and you feel that the rungs, the ladder is getting slicker. So you're trying to run carefully under your boots as your boots start to slip on each rung, and you're looking for the carefulest way to go down. And are you grabbing the railing of the rung, or sorry, the railing of the ladder, or the rungs in your hand?
I was kind of like whatever seemed the safest as I felt around. I was kind of doing both, but I
Pick one.
I'll grab the sides. I'll grab the sides of it.
Smart, because as it breaks under your hands, you slide fireman style down that ladder until there's no ladder, and you are free fall for a moment before into the water.
Does he land on me?
No.
Okay. No, I was like, damn.
No, but you are in pitch blackness, just surrounded by water. You've been in water before. You can't fall in that far. What do you do?
I'm just gonna catch my breath for a second.
Do you know how to swim?
I know how to swim.
Great. You tread water for a second,
Floating, a little
flailing
bit.
around.
Flailing.
Well, treading water.
Yes,
So,
treading.
and you just fell. So
I'm a little panicked. How much light is in there that I can? None. Nothing came from the hole that I came from.
you look up and try to find that light
Okay.
of a single lantern so far up.
Okay. So no.
Nope. What you doing,
Hello? Is anyone here? Is anyone here?
Toby?
I thought I was sinking.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Gasping.
Okay. I'm like, oh
You,
my god.
you
Hello.
rolled a 7.
Hello?
You're swallowing water. You're not.
Oh, okay.
You're not sinking.
Got it. Okay. I'm like,
But you are flailing and drowning.
yeah. I'm like, just screaming, like coughing, like just, and I'm splashing around.
Do you hear? Can you hear my voice? Are you?
I'm like, who is that? Who's there?
Come towards me. Come towards me. Or I'll come
can't
towards
see,
you.
I can't see anything, please. I don't know
if
where
I keep
am.
talking, you can hear me. You can come toward me, right?
Okay.
Come on, come
And
toward
then
me.
so I
come toward me. Come toward me.
Trying to go
You can
towards
find
his
me.
voice.
You can find it.
I'm
it's
like,
okay.
and then I feel a hand. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Are you Tobi?
Yes. Hi.
Okay.
Wait. And then I like register his voice, and I'm like,
Faded.
Faedan.
I'm like, is that you?
Yes.
Oh my
it's me.
god. Oh my god. Please get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure exactly where we are, which direction I am, but I'm gonna head toward what I think is this way is the way out. I don't know if that's true, but it just seems like we should head this way. So just hold on to me, and I will swim this direction.
Oh my god. Okay. How big is this hole?
You have no way of knowing.
Okay.
Well, no. Let's see. Given how long you've been down
Yeah.
here, give me a history, or sorry, give me an investigation check, or a nature check if you would like.
Well, doesn't matter. 6.
Enormous.
Okay.
This is a cavern.
Okay. All right, I just want to get out of here, please. Just get me out of here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head this way. If you want to hang on to me, or you want to follow me, you want to keep a hand on me.
I am so tired. Please, can I just hold on to you?
That's fine.
Or can you hold me? I'm gonna cry.
Arms around my neck. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm starting to tread water in a direction that I think might be something. I don't know.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. This is to see if you can find it, because you'll find it before you start to lose strength.
Yeah. 23.
Hallelujah.
I've got +4
Incredible.
Constitution, so that was a good.
Someone should.
Swimming around, flailing through the water with the weight of a young woman on your back pulling you down in the water. You manage to like feel around for the rocks and pull yourself high enough as you go, because you know it's not going to be at water level,
Right.
but you're able to like grab onto the rocks, reach up high enough until your hand in the black darkness grabs some type of rotted timber. That's gotta be the ladder, right?
I think so. Yeah, makes sense.
You pull up. This is going to be an athletics check to pull you and Tobi up.
Okay.
Pull. The weight of you soaking wet and another adult human also soaking wet as you try to pull through the water, and your muscles aren't quite there, especially after falling and all of this bullshit. It's not making it. You're gripping the ladder. You don't have to let go. You're not losing that much strength, but you can't make that pull.
Okay.
You can feel him pulling up the ladder.
Okay, what if, I don't know, someone gets on someone else's shoulders and we try to get on the ladder and then, I don't know.
So, whose shoulders should someone else get onto? Is my question. Theoretically, if we did the hypothetical scenario,
I feel like this, I don't know, I swear I'm not trying to be selfish, but like, I think I should go on your shoulders because I'm smaller than you, and I'm so tired, please.
go. Just,
Okay,
just
okay.
Before.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm climbing his body, and I like put my one combat boot on his right shoulder, and I'm trying to lift myself up as fast as I could, with also being so like weak from treading the water for so long. And I hold onto like higher rungs than he is, and I pull myself up.
You're able to.
Okay. And so I'm like starting.
It is a ladder, just the bottom of the ladder is Faedan.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I like feel that I have like a good grip on like this ladder. I'm like, oh my god. Okay. And then I like start like climbing up, and then I'm like, okay, I'm on.
Okay. Do I have enough strength to pull myself up?
Yeah,
Rest of
one
the way?
person's
One
a lot
person is
different from
fine?
two.
Okay. I'm take a breath, shake it all off, and I pull myself up on the ladder.
Okay, pull up. Tobi, do you keep climbing?
Yeah, I'm climbing to heaven.
Are you rushing it, or are you trying to be careful?
I'm trying to be careful, but I'm like,
Yep, go for it. As you climb up, you can't see, but you can hear Tobi ascending the ladder. As you continue up, climbing further, freezing cold from the water down in this tunnel. As you get higher up, a glint of something that you pray is a lantern. You keep climbing up after her, soaking wet. This caught you off guard. I don't think you knew there was water at the bottom. Climbing up the ladder towards this faint glimmer of light that slowly, hope that grows brighter with each rung as you feel yourself getting closer and further from the danger that below you. You are right behind her. You've went down this ladder once safely. You can get up it safely, and so you feel good about following Tobi up the ladder. As fortunately, both of you have good enough vision in the dark that you can make your way up this. And as the little flicker of the lantern up there starts to glow, you feel like this is the safe zone where you finally got far enough. That's why it's very frightening when you feel a tug on that rope.
What's wrong?
Something's pulling me.
What? From above?
I don't know. I don't know which way it's going at this point.
Well, I mean,
I fell so far. I don't know.
maybe it's just someone that is above trying to like pull you out, you know?
This doesn't feel like it. This feels like it's coming. Oh. Yeah, it's from below.
What?
Something is grabbing me from below. The rope.
You untie it. I don't care. Untie it.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Tug.
Okay. I got it. I think I got it.
Something tugging. You let go of the rope?
Yeah, I let go of the rope.
Okay, we gotta go. And then I start climbing faster.
Okay. Hand over hand, foot over foot, up the ladder. As you reach the top, a hand reaches down and grabs yours and pulls you up. Same. You get up there, and you see as the mining foreman grabs you and pulls you up out of it. It's like, good job. You good? Like, there's a guy with a towel and just like wraps it around Tobi. It's like, come on, we're gonna get you to good fucking job, Faedan.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit. Okay.
There's something down there. I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. Absolutely fucking not. Grab Dakota. We're leaving. And he does, like, he grabs Rigby under one and pulls like on one arm over as like, grab the other one. We're going. We're getting the fuck out of here.
It does. I agree. I'll follow.
Okay. Do you help him with Dakota?
Yes.
Okay, because he's a spindly man, but he's unconscious.
Wait, I turn around and I'm like, is that Dakota?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He's the one who cleared out all that rock.
Holy shit.
To get to you. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for him.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay.
Bleeding from the nose, from the mouth, from his ears.
Yeah, Tobi's just so in shock. Like, no words.
And they carry you both out of the mines. Eventually, the sun comes up. Or is visible, is maybe a better way to phrase it. It is a warm morning as it is a warm morning as we grow closer to Brightring, the warmest, hottest, longest, brightest day on Telev. The sun fills the forest, filtering through the leaves, and we find Faena. If Faena would like to describe herself.
Sure.
And what she's doing out in the woods on this morning.
What? What are you talking about? Faena's not doing anything suspicious. So you see a young woman crouched over just like a random place of a little bit of dirt, planting some mint seeds, and you'd see with her hands that they have been shaved out to reveal a grayish tan skin, but it's all covered in peach fuzz everywhere else. So she's this young woman with a tall and stocky frame that's got a little bit of a monstrous stalk to her, but she wears, her cream blouse and her long purple skirt, so she's very proper and fashionable, and you can see her hair braided up into a half up, half down kind of look, and off to the side you'll see a little floppy ear poking out every so often, revealing her true elk nature, for she is a furbolg from Elkstock.
How far out are you going to plant these mint plants?
Oh, not too far. Just a little. Probably about like
Minutes.
50 paces
Same
in.
minutes. Oh, that
So-
close?
Yeah, that close.
Okay.
The plants are. Faena likes to plant mint seeds in order to try to trick the locals into not going into the forest because some people think it looks like poison ivy or poison oak, and people are not very in tune with nature over here. So an herb can be mistaken for a poisonous plant, I guess.
So you spend some time planting mint just around
Yeah.
around the town, laying your little traps. It's probably early morning at this point. It's not too late. The shop doesn't open for a little while, so you have some time. What do you want to do?
So I'm planting around my my mint. I'm gonna go check on my grandmother's garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
The garden the one that she planted in town, or the one that she planted in the woods?
The one that she planted in the woods.
Okay. So that's a little further out, just because it was intended to have a little less oversight
Right.
from
People.
political figures who had problems with people growing things in town.
We don't talk about those people.
Of course, naturally. So you head off into the woods. It is it's getting warm very quickly, and it's bright, mottled green all over the place, just flooding as you walk through. It is, for being such a scary place to some people. Those who grew up in Godfell know that in the middle of Bright Ring, it is one of the most beautiful forests. It is the levels of vines and moss just covering the ground in this lush foliage carpet. You continue on until you finally reach what was planted not in a clearing, but deliberately amongst other trees, where she planted different vegetables and fruits that would all complement each other and help each other grow. It covers a large plot of land because, as you said, a lot of people from town don't like going this far into the woods. And it's thriving at this time of year.
Great. So I'd want to make sure that all the plants are pruned correctly and that they're getting enough water. Do I see?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Need to flip.
Are you the one doing the pruning? You said getting pruned, right?
No, yeah,
Okay.
I'm the one doing the obvious.
I'm just clarifying.
Yes. Natural 20.
Yeah.
This place. Wait, what's your intelligence?
Plus 0.
So natural 20.
Sounds cool if you just say natural 20.
It does. It's still good. It's still great, honestly. You are picking up on everything. You come here regularly enough that you are keyed into most any change that happens. And you know that this is in the middle of the wilderness, so animals do come through and pick and nibble, and occasionally you'll find just a bear that was ooh, blackberries. But as you go through, everything looks like it's doing pretty well. It's been lush. There's been plenty of water. Everything is thriving. One of the plants does have a few, what's the term? Animal markings where they've been scratching, using it as a scratching post to mark territory and sharpen claws and things like that. Not an animal that you. Give me a nature check.
It's not gonna be natural 20 now. 5.
It's definitely not an animal that you recognize, but you're not unfamiliar with this occurrence.
Right.
The only thing you see weird as you go through it, because everything looks pretty natural, and it's kind of encouraged that this place grows with caretaking over cultivation. And so it's a little odd that there is a area that is just a flattened circle. There's one area where it's just everything has just been squished a little bit, not on the plants, but the grass around them, where a flattened circle, probably no more than a foot in diameter.
Can I poke it?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna poke it.
You poke the circle.
Well, I'll grab a stick and then I'll poke it.
Okay, you grab a stick and you poke the circle. The circle does not react to its poking.
I'm just gonna get really close to the grass.
You get very close to examine it, and you can see that there is distinctly the outer rim of it is pushed in deeper, which specifically you would recognize looks like the rim on a bucket.
Some fucker is trying to get my plants.
What do you do?
I'm gonna go look around for this this bucket thief.
All right. So the owner of the bucket, somewhere out in the woods. This does look fresh, so they might still be out there.
Okay.
You can give me your choice, perception or investigation. One of them means you're taking your time and looking for clues, and one of them means that you are running about a little more focused on speed.
Oh, well, you know the answer.
I don't. Tell me.
Oh! It's perception.
Great, let's do perception.
10.
10. Booking it from the garden, looking for any sign of this motherfucker who is fucking around with your grandmother's garden. You spread out, just looking, scanning for anything weird in the trees. Like, a lot of this is very, it's all lush green foliage. You would picture some dude in trousers is gonna stand out. You know what you're looking for. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
9.
Faena, running helter-skelter through the woods looking for this punk.
Trips over a branch.
No, thank God. But in fact, you almost trip over yourself, stopping as you come around a corner, around this large oak, and nearly collide with someone who looks down at you. This enormous figure, stony skin, probably wearing lichen or moss of some kind, like a cloak, might be part of his body. He stands. You're 7.5 feet tall. He's got 5 feet on you. And he looks down at you with a expression that is not pleased to see you.
Good day, sir.
Hello. This is bad.
What?
No one was supposed to be here. And he looks past you, which is easy given how tall he is. But you see, give me an insight check.
Nat 20 plus 2.
There are many ways to interpret the sentence "you should not be here" or "you were not supposed to be here." And sometimes it's, "Oh, you're in trouble, you're trespassing." And sometimes it's, given the way he's looking to someone else that you haven't seen yet, this is a problem with a witness. You have a heartbeat to react. What do you do?
Just gonna turn around and walk away.
You take 3 steps and feel him move towards you as an enormous stone hand reaches for you. Give me a dexterity saving throw as he is trying to reach for you.
A 9.
Hey, Kirk.
What?
Thanks for the die.
Oh, good.
Oh, wait, no, I did say when bad things are happening.
Oh.
Yeah, he just grabs you. Just an enormous stone hand wraps itself around you, and he doesn't squeeze, but you are held firm.
Gotcha. So no wriggling out of this one.
You can certainly try.
Sure, I'll try. Why not?
This would be acrobatics against his athletics. Well, you can roll athletics if you think you're strong enough.
No. A 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Does she wriggle free?
You feel his like stone fingers, and you're accustomed to like you live in a town with Earth Genasi. You're accustomed to people whose features are of soil and rock and the land beneath you. That's not unaccustomed to you. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like stone.
Living stone.
Yes. And so as he holds you fast in place, you like feel yourself like held tight, and you make a subconscious move to just like broaden yourself and take as deep a breath as possible, so that when he squeezes you to keep you from moving, his fingers stop before he will crush you. And as soon as his attention looks to the person, whoever he was trying to talk to, you and collapse, making yourself just small enough to through his hand.
All right. We're
you're-
running.
Okay, you take off, and you hear, and goes and feel boom, boom, boom after you as these enormous feet come chasing after you. What's your armor class?
11.
I'm just rolling a few things real quick.
Real quick.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Real quick rolls here.
Okay. Dashing through the forest as quickly as possible. You, as fast as your feet will carry you, you are used to these woods. And you are nimble and limber and of elk stock, as you said it. So you are able to leap over fallen trees and under low-hanging branches that make it difficult for him because this is not a clear forest. The Duende forest is very lush and like very dense, and so you have the ability to weave in and out because this is your home turf that is slowing him down, but that doesn't stop some other things or people in these woods from attacking. And you feel heat singe past you as something incendiary soars past your ear. You hear shouting in a language that you don't speak, and feel an arrow whiz past you as you are taking off, going by. As you as you like duck down, and you know like just a few more yards ahead, there is a ditch that you can like dive down into that will give you a little bit of cover. And as you do, as you like slide for that, you feel something cold like wrap itself around your leg. It is cold enough to freeze your skin, and you take 1 point of cold damage. As you slide, as it your feet give out from under you, and you topple, tumbling down into this gulch. You have two options here. As you fall into the leaves, you can hear people looking for you, and you can either stay here and try to hide, or you know that this gulch leads to the river.
Yeah, we're going to the river.
Okay. It's steep enough that you can just follow, like let wet grass slide you along, and just with like a very slow water slide, just down, and you hear voices shouting. One older, feminine voice. You can still hear in that language you don't know. The stone creature talking as well, frantic shouting. as you slide through the grass and this dense detritus of the forest on your way down to the river. It's because things are pursuing you, it feels like it takes forever, but in like just a few seconds you manage to like down into the water and the river carries you. What are you doing?
Do I know which way is home?
If you keep going downstream, it will take you home.
Okay, we're going downstream.
Okay. Just floating in the river. Are you swimming or just?
Oh, I'm swimming.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
-2. 16.
16. Okay, so you're able to like book it through the river. It's not, you were pretty far out to get to your grandmother's garden, but after about 5-10 minutes down through the river, you see the town of Sunburst Falls, the stone buildings with their wooden roofs that have been built over time over the last 60 years. You know that's safety for most people from the things that live in the forest. Are you going to, just curious, are you going to pull yourself out of the river out at the edge of town, or are you going to follow all the way through into it?
Edge of town, pull out of the... Yeah, I'm going to pull myself out at the edge of town.
Grabbing a spare root and tree that you're able to like pull yourself up onto the shore, just soaked, drenched, wet sand clinging to your boots and the hem of your skirt. Like pulling yourself out, and that was enough to hold your entire attention if you didn't see something washed up on the sand as well. Looking over at this area where a lot of refuse from the river does tend to catch, there's a horde of like broken reeds and tree branches and waterlogged shoes from people losing them upriver, and then an enormous person.
A person?
A full-on body.
A human?
Humanish.
Humanish enough.
Humanish enough. 2 arms, 2 legs. Wrecked looking. Hairless.
Can I check for a heartbeat?
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
Okay. 8.
8. Sure. A heartbeat is
Faena
not
doesn't really know.
that hard a thing to search for. The DC was not high.
Oh, great.
But you do like roll this. Like you go up to this person, and as soon as you like touch them, you realize that they are extremely hot to the touch, which is weird for being outside on a riverbank. You roll them over, and you can see their body is a rainbow of insane colors, greens and purples and yellows. This person is in bruise from head to toe. And as you roll them over, completely hairless, weird scars covering their body. You like reach for like around the neck, around the chest. You like struggle. Like there's got to be a heartbeat here somewhere if the person's still alive. And just like finally shoving your hand just under their jawbone. You're like,
I think this is it.
boom, 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 boom.
I shake the person as hard as I can.
Then you go ahead, and they are close. They're actually probably, at a guess, maybe a little taller than you. But they're much, much broader. Trying to shake them is going to be difficult.
She's gonna try.
No, I'm saying you can, but you're not able to like.
Yeah.
Full on, and they remain out of it. You would guess, based on the bruises and everything else, that they definitely are in need of
serious
medical attention. Yeah.
How far is the nearest, doctor's office or medical
Well,
clinic?
there's Dr. Cad.
Okay.
And you know that he's close to P&W, so you could get him over. The river goes near P&W, the factory.
Floating him down the river.
I'm giving you a suggestion.
Oh.
Or I'm giving you an option, not a suggestion. Yeah, and then you know the local apothecary, who you've actually know a little better because Dr. Cad does more business-oriented work.
Yeah, where's the apothecary?
Maeve Longfellow is closer to your house. It's less near the center of town, and more to the edge near the forest. So actually probably a lot closer here.
So closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to the apothecary.
Okay. You grab
I'm gonna
you
drag
him.
Do I need to make a strength check or something?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I figured. She's not very well, I mean, she's a furbolg, so she's like...
How determined are you to get this person to Maeve?
That's a question right there.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
And
No, I know
it's
it's
marking
a,
it.
I know it's a question. Probably pretty determined since it seems like this person may be near death.
It definitely seems that way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm not pulling out any ligaments or anything like that.
Great, go for it.
Or limbs or whatever it is. Oh, natural 20.
Oh my god.
I love this for you.
It's -2, so it's 18.
It's fine.
Hey guys, do that. That's what I want.
In this
chaotic
house, we
value.
respect critical successes.
Yes.
You full on. It's not easy, but you know a life to save when you see one.
Faena's very determined.
Faena's very determined as you full an arm or a hand under each arm, and you walk backwards, dragging this person out of the river, away from the bank, through the forest.
Tobi wishes she had that, didn't she?
That would have been nice.
Yeah, Tobi really wishes she had a natural 20 at her
Yeah.
side.
To be fair, Tobi did get rescued. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. I guess I'm rescuing a person now.
You are rescuing a person. Lots of people being rescued today. You through the woods towards Maeve Longfellow's apothecary.